Hello, viewers, and welcome to today's episode of Disappointed Dragon. As you can see, I have some special Lego. This was a Christmas present, actually, from my sister and my brother-in-law. I'm very happy with it. It's the Sonic the Hedgehog Lego Ideas. So this is one of those really fancy Lego kits that you can get now that they come in the black boxes, and they're really, really neat. They have a lot of branded ones. The Optimus Prime I did is very similar. This is really cool. I wasn't a huge player of Sonic games as a kid. Most of my friends had Nintendos, not Segas at the time. But I do remember when I was in grade, I want to say 3, but it could have been 4. It's been a while now. My teacher had a Sega Genesis in the class, and on occasion he would let us play, and he had Sonic Spinball. That was a game I played quite a bit. That game was really fun. Sonic 1... didn't play a lot. Obviously, I have played it since then, but Sonic's not really my game. A game very similar to Sonic that I did play a lot of was Jazz Jackrabbit, which if you don't know what Jazz Jackrabbit is, it's a Sonic clone on the PC that came out in the, I want to say late 90s. It could have been early 2000s, but that was a weird game. I'll stick up a picture in the corner, probably up here, just to show you what it looks like. It's kind of like Bucky O'Hare, but in Sonic. It's very strange. This is really cool. I really like Lego kits, as you guys know, and I just love when they have these branded ones. It shows you up here the basically the figures you get. You get an Eggman, who is a little bit terrifying. One of the Robo-Bugs, Robo-Crab, and Sonic himself. Sonic's okay. He does come across all right as a minifigure. Some of them don't. Not everything is well-suited minifigures. It's a bit better because his head is completely custom molded. I'm wondering if it's a head or if it's like a helmet that goes on a Lego head, because they do that sometimes, and that's always funny to me. But we'll see. Let's see. So, looks like this is, I want to say, man, I'm Green Hill Zone. That's what it's called, Green Hill Zone. And it's got a loop-de-loop, what are those called? Turnpike? Half pipe, full pipe, I don't know. I don't play a lot of Sonic games. You get some golden rings, and Eggman has his little hover chair, hover craft. I don't know. Apparently I don't know what to call anything in this one. I'm pretty excited for this. Normally, these sort of more higher class Lego kits will usually have a really nice instruction manual, just like the Transformers one. That'll probably have some information about Sonic itself and a bunch of other stuff. So we'll take a look at that first. Oh, it's really nice, guys. Look at that. Sonic the Hedgehog. It looks like the opening screen to the first Sonic game. That is amazing. That is really, really cool. Look at that. Eggman being very frustrated. End, Finn. That's really cool. I like that a lot. Oh, man, look at this. I wonder if this exists, if this set exists. That's really neat. I like that Eggman robot. That's pretty cool. No, that was a fan-designed Lego model. Okay, that's pretty cool. Yeah, here we go. Celebrating 30 years of Sonic the Hedgehog. Got some information about the games in there. The fan designer, a little bit of information about them. And then we get into the instructions. This one doesn't have quite as much in it as the Transformer one did. That one had a little bit more info in it, but I can't fault it. This thing is really nice. I'm very, very pleased with that. That would actually look really good just like sitting up on a wall or a shelf or something. That's pretty cool. We're going to get to building this, and then when we're done, we'll look at the whole thing together and see. I wonder if it does anything. We'll have to wait and see. Well, I guess we'll just start. So, you know how it goes. See you guys after we're done. All right, so we have finished with the Sonic Lego kit. And as you can see, it is a full diorama of Green Hill Zone with 3 enemies, Sonic the Hedgehog, and for some reason 2 sets of Chaos Emeralds. So you got like the whole set of 7 here on the display with Sonic himself, and then you get an extra set of 7. I mean, I like Lego gems, so it's not really a bad thing, but it's kind of weird. First thing, this was pretty fun to build. It's not super complicated because, you know, it's really just a very small diorama. It was pretty easy to follow, didn't have any issues with it. As you guys know, I've said this before, I don't like stickers on the Lego. I don't like having to add them. Like, for instance, it's really strange to me that this piece here, like the little gauges, this isn't a sticker, but this is. When I know for a fact that older Lego kits, you would get like this on the piece. You wouldn't have to put the sticker on yourself. I mean, that's just a gripe on my personal preference. I know some people find it relaxing to put stickers on. It's just not me. And I'm also really annoyed with myself because I put these stickers on the pieces before I had the pieces on. And because it's a round piece, so it doesn't have a correct way up or down, now that it's attached, both faces are crooked because of how I put the sticker on. And that's my fault for being silly and not putting it on first, but that just annoys me. If it was printed on, that couldn't happen. I couldn't be incompetent. But that's neither here nor there. The set itself is really nice. I really like the enemies, the weird little ladybug. Robot monster dude is pretty cool. The crab is really cool as well. They're very recognizable. Sonic himself is a nice little minifigure. I think he looks pretty great. The rings are weird because first off, they're huge and they look kind of like toilet seats to me more than they look like gold rings, but that's just the nature of the piece. Eggman. Eggman's an interesting one because his head is terrifying. I know this is supposed to be a nose, but the way that you put him together, and because of the pieces, he has these weird gaps above and below his nose, which is really strange. And he's just really weird. But I mean, it's clearly Eggman. And to have him in scale with Sonic the Hedgehog, they had to make some allowances, which is fine. It's such a weird thing. He doesn't do much either. He can kind of like chicken dance his arms, and his legs can't actually really do anything besides go out one tick to each side like that on the ratchet joints. That's it. He stands. He has big old fists, which I think are cool. His hovercraft is really nice. I think that's pretty cool. Again, I'm not a big fan of the stickers, but you know, that's just me complaining. He can easily fit into it. He doesn't secure in. Wait, actually, I'm a liar, aren't I? I was going to say he doesn't secure in, but then I noticed that there is actually a single peg here and a single spot underneath his britches there, and I feel like there should be. Aha! Yeah, so you can actually peg him in. So he will securely peg in there, and it's only one stud, so you shouldn't have any issues getting him off. It's a little hard to get him onto it, but not that difficult. You just push him on, then he sticks. Perfect. And then the main part of the set, the Green Hill Zone itself, is really nice. Like, I really like how you've got the Sonic at the bottom there with his life counter, 3 lives. Got the tree, the rings, the bridge. I don't actually know what this is. I think this was the checkpoint thing. It would like spin when you went around. I didn't play a lot of Sonic, so, you know, the flower, the computers. The power-up computers come with a bunch of different power-ups you can put on them. And I kind of dislike having these many different ones. Same with the 2 faces for the Ladybug. And again, this is just personal preference. It's really nice that there's extras. It's a nice thing to include them. I just hate having extras that don't have a place to store because then I'm afraid I'll lose them. Because as a kid, when my toys always came with like weapons and stuff, they were just gone. The hazards of having siblings and multiple toys. The set itself doesn't have a lot of features. Aside from here, it has the springboard, which you can push up and down with a lever in the back, which is pretty cool. It doesn't really need features. It's more of a diorama. You can just set it up by having Sonic just... Oh, well, that's a bit frustrating. Don't fall apart on me now. Just have Sonic running somewhere on the map. We'll put him there. We can stick the crab up here. Let's see if I can get him to peg onto anything. I don't think I can. No, he won't peg, but he'll sit there. That's fine. We'll put the bug there. And we'll stick Eggman over here. Which I can peg him down, but I don't know if I want to. We'll just lightly peg him on there like that. No, come on. Okay. There we go. Now we've got him pegged down. And you've got the Chaos Emeralds. I mean, you just put them in front like that. And you've got a nice little diorama. Like, it's going to look great. And the nice thing about this one, I like how it's thin and long. So you can put this on, like, a shallower shelf, like maybe a bookshelf with books on either side, and it would look really cool. I think that it's a really nice set. It looks really good. It's clearly Green Hill Zone. I really like the Chaos Emeralds. I really like everything about it, actually. It is fantastic. It's one of those sets, I usually don't like the diorama sets as much because you need a lot of space to put them up. But I'm just really pleased with just how they've represented the side-scrolling level by making it thin and long like that. I think that's really cool. I would kind of like it if there was a way to peg this guy on to the thing so that he doesn't fall off. Like, this guy's just got a little 2x1 black round piece on the bottom, so you can stick him anywhere on here and he'll stay. Like, you can stick him like right there. He's going to stay on there. I guess you could put the crab on top of one of these raised things like that, so that he's pegged down, but then it just kind of looks like he's floating, which he's not supposed to do. And then also when you try to take him off, he's going to, yeah, take the bits underneath with him. You do come with some spare pieces. Like, there is an extra one of these bits. That's what you've got in the back of Sonic's leg there to make it look like he's running. I wonder if you could find a way to peg this in somewhere so that he's connected. But again, he'll still be floating, so you just kind of have to stick him down. I guess if you had some spare raised pieces like this, you could then stick him in between. Yeah, I think that works. Just take one of the many extra pieces and stick it in so that he can stay attached. The only issue that I do have now is that there's nowhere really to put this. You can put him on the bridge, but he doesn't peg in. There's not a lot of spots on here where you can peg figures where they're not really in the way, because you would never have an enemy in the loop-de-loop. Unless you do have enemies in the loop-de-loops and I'm just insane, which is, you know, highly likely. But yeah, no, it's a really cool set. I think that it's really, really, really fun. And I think, well, I've knocked it to pieces, though. I think it's one of the more affordable of the specialty ones. I think that it's definitely less than $100. So it's a very nice one, and I do really like it. I think that it's great. It was a fantastic present to get. I'm still not sure why you get the duplicate Chaos Emeralds. Is it so that Eggman can have them as well? I know that he can hold them in his hand, which I think is pretty cool. His giant mitts have a cut in them just the right size to hold Chaos Emeralds. And then he can also be full of Chaos Emeralds. Although I think the most he can hold is 3, because you can also stick one on top of his head like this. And you've got Emerald-powered Eggman. Oh! I kind of this is me just asking for things that are ridiculous and unnecessary. It'd be really cool if there was like a compartment inside of his little ship here where you could store the Chaos Emeralds. And you could have like the Sonic attacks it, and when it breaks, the emeralds all fall out. That'd be really neat. But that is definitely asking for more than you need. The set gives you everything you could want. No, stay. I'm a little bit annoyed with myself for how I have that pegged on because it's kind of hanging off the side a bit. You should be able to push it forward and peg it on like forward a bit more. Like that. There we go. That'll do it for this episode, guys. As always, stay happy, stay healthy, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye.